Hey guys, it's Tory. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. So I saw this on Designs by Miss Mandy. It's so cute, and I thought that I would go ahead and try to do the same thing. What we're going to do is make a family portrait, and I thought it would be so cool for any time of the year, but especially since Valentine's Day is coming up, who wouldn't want a family portrait? So I'm going to go ahead and walk you through how to do it. The first thing I did was just download the SVG from her site, and I'll go ahead and leave the link below. And you'll want to go ahead and upload it to Cricut Design Space, and it will look just like this. You'll want to go ahead and hit ungroup and select some of the items that you think that you'll use, which hair you want, shirt, face, that kind of stuff. And once you do that, this is what I'm going to use. So I'm going to go ahead and drag this over here, and you'll just kind of want to dress them up like a doll. So we're just going to kind of do that right now. And let's move this, arrange, bring to front. And we'll go ahead and move over the collars as well. So just drag this here. And let's go ahead and arrange, bring to front. Okay. And let's do the hair as well really quick. Duplicate that. And let's bring this one to front. And do the same for this and arrange, bring to front. Okay, and of course you can change the colors. And you can change the shade if you want it to be like a different shade of brown by sliding it, or going down or whatever like that. Okay. And then I'll go ahead and show you how to do the face as well. So I went into images and I just typed in eyes. And you can go anywhere to find them if you want to go into Google or whatever. But I found mine in here just by kind of sliding, looking through here. I uploaded the eyes and the nose and the mouth. So you'll want to duplicate them, or if you're going to use different eyes and different nose, for each person, you'll just want to go ahead and upload those. So let's go ahead and ungroup this. So I took the first face, and I'm going to go ahead and just shrink the eyes and bring it here. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing with the nose, just making duplicates. And we're going to go ahead and shrink this and go ahead and apply this here. Once you have the eyes and the nose and the mouth where you want it, you're going to go ahead and select it and then hit group. And then I changed it to print, then cut. And then you'll be able to drag it here. And of course, we would bring the hair forward, arrange, bring to front, just so you can kind of get an idea of how you want it to look. And then of course the hair is not fitting, so we'll have to make it a little bit bigger. And you just want to adjust everything to how you want it. Okay. So now this is all that I did for myself. And I added a necklace just by kind of drawing little marks here. And then I just added an adhesive gem for a diamond necklace. And here, once I did this, I just kind of colored in the lips for lipstick. So what I did is everything is going to be a print and cut. So I went ahead for this one, changed it to print and cut. This one's already print and cut. And you want to do everything separate. So let's go ahead and change this to print then cut, and this print to then cut. The reason that you want to do it separate is because you want it to be more 3D. So once you're going to go ahead and lay this down, you'll add the shirt, and you'll want to use like a foam, adhesive foam, and kind of just add the layers. Same with the face. You add the layers because you want everything to kind of pop out at you. So that's why I do everything individually. So we're going to go ahead and just group this and set it aside. And then we're going to do the same thing for these, which just to make this video a lot quicker, I'm going to go ahead and just show you here what I did. So what I did here is when you go ahead and you do the print and cut, you even want to do it like this separate because you want this to pop out. And then I wanted to go ahead and add more accessories so I could get more of the 3D look. So I went ahead and I added the glasses just by same thing as the nose, just going into images. And then I thought it would be cute to do like the Ralph Lauren. So all I did was I just went to Google and I typed in Ralph Lauren logo. And let me go ahead and I'm going to walk you through just to kind of give you an idea how you can do it. Because I kind of did the same thing with the dog collar and stuff like that. So if you are in Google, I typed in Ralph Lauren logo. And then I type in Clipart. So I thought, okay, I'll use this one for example. So I'm going to click here. And then I'm going to click on download. And it's going to be right here. So I'm going to save this to my desktop. Okay, so if I were to upload this right now, you would see that it has the white background, which you don't want. And I think if you have Cricut access, you can just hit remove and then you can hit apply. So that would be done. But if you don't have Cricut access and you want to still do that, what you can do is go open another window, and I typed in remove.bg, and I'll leave all these links below too. And then you click upload, and you'll want to go to your image, and this will remove the background for free. And then you're going to select download, and then you can upload it. And then this one does not have the background. And we're going to save everything that you upload as a print and cut. I did that exact same process for a watch. And then I did like an Apple Watch, which I ended up not using. And then I did these necklaces, but because it was so small, honestly, those didn't turn out so well. And so those I didn't do, but I did, here's another watch, and I was going to do a dog bone. So you just kind of do that same process, what you're looking for. Okay, so again, the more images that you can add onto it, I think the more 3D effect you're going to get. So I also used, this was one of the little overalls they had. I used this as the pocket. So I could add a pocket, and then it's just another layer. And so I went ahead, so we were hit upload, and then I would add the Ralph Lauren. Oops, let's go ahead and change this color. I'm going to make it to like this kind of blue so you can see it. And then you'll go ahead and just kind of shrink it and put it on here. Let's make it a tad smaller. Okay. And then you're going to select both. And I like to group it. And then you're going to hit flatten. So now this is a print and cut. So that would go here. And then let's kind of drag this over. I did the same thing for like the watch. And I went ahead and did the same thing for the dog. Or if you have a picture of your dog, you can do it that way. What I did with the dog, though, is a little bit different because I wanted the ears to actually, I wanted some 3D effect on our dog. So I did the collar, but I also did the ears. So what I did with that is, okay, so once you find the image that you want to use, let's say you're going to do a dog or a cat, you'll want to go back into remove BG, and you'll want to click on upload. Okay, and then it removes the background, and let's just pretend that this one worked perfectly and there's no grass or anything in the back. Of course, I would go ahead and download this, and then that would be the image for the dog. And then I would go back and upload it again. And then I would click on edit, and I want to make it a little bit bigger so I can see it better. And then I'm going to click erase. And this is how big by sliding it bigger, smaller. Okay, so what I did was just kind of erase the parts. So like I would do this, and then once I kind of did that, I would make it smaller. And then I would just take my time to kind of go around the ear. And I know this looks funny, but it doesn't once you add it. So I would just kind of do it this way. And let's say, oops, I messed up. You could just backspace right there just to let you know. Okay, so let's go ahead and, okay. So to me, that would be perfect. And then you would just click download and you would save it to your desktop and then upload it to Cricut Design Space. This is the original that I uploaded. Let me make a duplicate so I can show you what I did. Okay, so here is what I uploaded. Then I went ahead and hit duplicate to make a second one, and I changed it to cut, and then that way you just get a solid image. And then I go ahead and I select it again and change it back to print, then cut. The reason I did that, and you can change the color too, like it would make more sense to do white, I think, is because when I added the dog, I wanted to add this layer first, then add the foam adhesive little dots, and then add this on top, because again, you want to have layers. And so we're going to do that, and it's going to kind of push it out a little bit more. And then I wanted to do the ears too. So then I added the ears, and I added the adhesive dots, and then put this on top. So the floppy ears kind of stick out. And then I did the same thing with the necklace. So everything that you do is a print and cut, and everything you want to do is individual. I used this in the back as my template because the shadow box that I'm using, the measurements were 7.92 by 7.92. So I wanted a base to know what size this should be. Okay. So once you can put them all together, and then you can, make it bigger or smaller, however, let me hit undo, however you want it to be arranged on here. The only thing that I did as a cardstock cut was this piece right here. So all I did was just type in, whatever you want to write. You don't even have to do anything, but let's go ahead and put let's just put my family to be short. Okay. Then I went up to operations. I changed it to pen, dragged it up here. And then of course you want to, if you do this, you want it to write on here and you want it to be in that specific spot. So you're going to go ahead and select both of those and then hit attach. So now when you hit make it, it will go ahead and write on here. And I'll go ahead and show you guys how to do all that. And the other important thing that I did was I went into my search, because again, we're doing a print and cut. I typed in printer, and I go to the printer that I'm going to use, and then printing preferences, and I changed it to high quality, and then you'll hit apply and okay. And the reason I do that is because I want to have the best quality ink. I want it to be nicer, bold, and just look a lot better. So I go ahead and I change that, and then I will put the cardstock in the printer and hit print. And then we're going to use Cricut to cut it. We're going to go ahead and hit make it. I just wanted to point out here, you'll see this blank spot right here. That is actually not blank. I remember I made a copy of the dog. I did a white background. So you'll see like this little spot here. It actually is the white part of the dog. So I want to let you guys know that. And I'm going to go ahead and hit continue and send to printer. And I'm going to select the printer that I'm going to use, and I'm going to leave the bleed on. I'm going to go ahead and hit print, Okay, so I just took it off the printer and now I'm going to place it on the mat, on the Cricut mat. And I'm going to select, I've already printed. And I'm going to select, in my case, I'm going to go ahead and do medium cardstock. And in my case, I'm going to change it to more. Everyone's different. You'll kind of know what you need to do for yours. And then I'm going to go ahead and place it in the Cricut and hit the go button. I'm ready to go ahead and put the cardstock, the plain cardstock on the mat. And I'm going to go ahead and use the pen feature to have it write My Perfect Family. And let's go ahead and I'm going to select cardstock. If you'll see here that it will write first, I'll use the pen first and then I'll go into the basic cut. So we want to go ahead and load the pen now. And you'll place the pen in the A clamp, close it securely, and then we're going to go ahead and hit the go button. So the writing font you'll see did not, it doesn't shade in everything. It just kind of gives you an outline. So I went ahead and took a permanent marker and just kind of shaded in. The next thing I did was I kind of separated all the pieces and put them where they would put them together. And then I took a foam adhesive and I started to dress the image. So I went ahead and I first added the shirt to the body, and then I added the hair and the face. And again, I'm using the padded, I'm not really sure what you call them, but they're like the padded adhesives is what I'm going to call it. So I just went ahead and I did that to all of the bodies, and I added all the accessories using the foam adhesives, and you're just going to get it all ready. And then the last thing we do is add it to the paper. So we're going to go ahead and do that first. And the very last thing I did was I took all of the images and arranged them on the paper and made sure that it was exactly how I wanted it. And then once I knew where I wanted everything, then I took the foam dots or adhesives and I went ahead and I put them on the back. I arranged it. And that was it. So I hope you think this tutorial is super cool. I hope you guys liked it. Hope you enjoyed it. And let me know below if you think this is something that you guys might do. And give me your comments. Let me know. And again, thanks for watching. If you don't already subscribe, make sure to hit that like button below and the subscribe button. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.